guys going? Welcome to another vlog. We're just outside Melbourne Central. As you can see, we're just gonna go and have a look around like we always do. Nothing specific, you know. We probably will do something really special today at the end of the vlog, and you get to see Melbourne from a different angle. Probably for those of you that's never been to Melbourne, you get to see it in a way probably you've never seen it before. So I will save that for later at the end of the video. But for now, this is what we're looking at. You know, we're just right here in the middle of everything, in the middle of the city. You know, nice big tall buildings everywhere. And the station is just right there, you know, Melbourne Central Station. And yeah, so good shopping and all of that stuff. But we've done our first vlog in here. Pretty much that's where we've done our first vlog, inside here. When I think, yeah, the first day when I got this DJI, I came out here and did my first vlog. So we've been here. So if you haven't seen it, you want to go and check that out. You know, it's the first vlog we've done of Melbourne. We're going to go and explore and see what we can find. You know, see what we can find. It looks very interesting. You know, I like all these really interesting buildings and places, you know, that you can go and have a look-see. So that's what we're going to go and do. Have a look-see. This look interesting. Look at that. How cool is that? Nice little old church, I believe. Very cool. So that's what we're looking at. It's definitely old church. Let's have a look at the statue here before we go in there. Right there. And how is that? For a USB charger. Stuck right in his face and his mouth right there. You know, some crazy old bugger. That's what's in here. Having a service. So that's a proper service going on in there in the church, you know, as you can see, being Sunday over here. So it's a really cool church, and it is right in the middle of all of these buildings right here. You know, really cool. It's much closer. We're just gonna go across and have a look in here. This is cool. Look at all of that. But I think that was really cool, you know, some random building just next to Melbourne Central. Just go in and have a look. That's what we do. We always explore. And when we see something that's interesting, we want to have a look at it. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Os, as in spelled with O-U-S. And I actually just do vlogs around Melbourne and just exploring and, you know, sharing my experience with anyone that's interested. And if you like watching vlogs, especially, you know, I think this channel is for you. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. We're on Elizabeth Street, and that's what's happening here, you know? Just busy as. So we'll just soak in that for a little bit, and then we'll carry on. Yeah, very cool. Very, very cool. So I think we will just head off that way, but we'll go and see what we'll find. Look at these old, Victorian buildings. It's nice that all of these buildings are still being preserved right in the middle of the city. A little bit of history. Very cool. Very, very cool. And there's our favorite things, the trams. I love the trams. They make a really nice part of my vlogs. Yeah, so there we are. Let's keep exploring, see what else we will find. Was over in Richmond. I went to Richmond to the Australian Open, and it was quite interesting. I went up there and they reckon I couldn't get in. It was a no-go zone, but I'm going to put this guy away, and I'm pulling him apart, put him away, and I'm going to come back and put him in my back pocket because it's a small thing. With my DJI, but which I was able to do. I just put him in my back pocket and then just, sneak in there and just started recording. So it was really interesting. But anyway, we actually in front of a very, very, really interesting building. Check that building out. How cool is that? Very cool. So you got H&M, Myers down there. Really cool building. Very cool. So I haven't been here for a while, and but it's always full of like really nice shops and just people doing their thing. Hello, Ivan. All right. Yep. So that's the sad part. Not everyone that come out here can really find their way. Melbourne is a very expensive city, but also life in general is just pretty difficult. And coming out here, you really need to have surround yourself with people that actually can help you find your way if things get really tough going. Because sometimes it can be really super stressful if you don't have anyone, especially if you're from Africa or any of those countries. You really need to be very resilient, but also be self-reliant. So I know there's a tram coming, but we'll wait and see what happens here. Pretty cool. So we're just crossing over this way. Really cool, very cool. So this is what we're looking at from that end. Just a whole bunch of high-rises. I don't mind the high-rises. I like them. I like being in the middle of the city. And this area is really known for shopping as well. Very popular with people, basking as well. And if you have a big purse, this is a really good place to come shopping. Very cool. That's our favorite trams again. That's one of my favorite H&M, just right here. It's a really big department store. You should come and check them out. They offer a lot of variety. Very modern shop. Come shopping here for really unique pieces. I haven't been here for a while, but it's a very unique store. So it has multiple layers. You can go upstairs and check all of that. We're actually gonna go and check that out. That's what we do. We explore. Since we're in here, let's explore. That's what we do. But yeah, it goes in multiple layers. all the marble stairs. Look at all of that. Very cool. Hello. I don't get to see myself that often when I'm filming, so that was cool to see me do my thing. Look at us go. So there you go. That's what up here. You know? That's what's up here. Very cool. One of the biggest stores here in Melbourne. You know, if you haven't been, if you come to Melbourne, come and check them out. Really cool store. I didn't think we went that far or that high, but obviously we have. So we're gonna try and find ourselves out of here. Very cool.
This is like scenario cake.
How cool was that? Very cool. You know? That's why I like exploring. You know, we just go and we see what we can find. You know, for those of you that are into your shopping, I'm sure you love seeing something like this. We keep on exploring. We keep on exploring. And you also have like one of the biggest Maya stores in here. But hey, check this laneway out. How cool is that? This is freaking awesome. Now, I call it a find. Really cool. Ha. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? Look what we found. That's why I love exploring. Some random place, nice alleyway, beautiful, very, very nice. You know? Absolutely cool. You know? Nice coffee shops and everything. You know, it's really hot today. It's about 37 degrees. So I would love a coffee, but it's just too hot. So I think I'm just gonna stick with the water for now. You know? But that's what's in here, guys. And the H&M is just right here. Very cool. Yeah, people just enjoying their stuff. There you go. One of them really cool places. It looks like a Korean shop. Yeah. It looks like a Korean shop, you know, really cool. I like it. You know, just some random alleyway. You know, there's a few of these around here. So we'll keep exploring and see what else we can find. But I definitely like it, you know. I definitely like it. Let's see what else is out there. You know, nice little, the food smells really good, I have to say. You know, the food smells very good. Okay, that just brings us on the other side of the shopping area. You got David John, Myers and all of that stuff in there. But no, that was really good. It was a good find. So we head out back that way and carry on going where we was going, you know. So hopefully there's some more nice places like this that we can have a look at. So this is where we are, you know. That's where we went inside earlier. So that's what it's called, just in case you didn't get that before we went in there, you know. So you can see that's right here on Burke Street. So we're just gonna carry on doing our thing, you know, just having a look. It looks like there's some more laneways in here, really interesting, so we can go and check that out as well. Really cool, very cool. So yeah, that's another one here, very cool laneway, kind of like really historic, Victorian style. I like it. Definitely like it. So it's just full of like little shops, boutiques. that's what's in here, guys. Absolutely cool, you know. And some more of it down there, you know. Very quiet at the moment because it's in the evening, so most of these shops has closed. But it's very vintagey shops, you know. Very cool, very, very cool. So anyway, you get the gist of it. So we'll carry on going back the other way and just keep exploring that way and see what else we can find. You know, I'm already loving this. So this is Melbourne for you guys. You know, it's full of surprises. It just depends, you know, whether you get out to explore. If you do, you find all these cool places. Really cool. So those clocks were going off earlier, so you probably heard it in the background. You know? Really cool. So yeah, we head on that way and see what else we can find. So I hope you guys like this, and if you do, don't forget to give it a like. You know, we do this whenever we can, go out and explore and see Melbourne together, you know. But today, definitely we're doing it differently. Thank you very much. And yeah, some more cool laneways, and that's another one right here. But that looks like that's closed, so we can't go down there.
Yeah, well, how's the weather?
So we'll see what's in the other side. We don't want to go down there. That smell is absolutely terrible. Yeah. Absolutely terrible. And we're back on Elizabeth. So let's keep going and see what else we can find. You know, getting around is not that hard here. You know, there's a lot of trams. You can just about catch them anywhere, you know. And pretty much they are very regular as well. You can see them coming and going. Come in and go in. So yesterday was my first day off. So I did work on Friday, but usually I get a Friday off every fortnight. So I get to have 3 days off. And that's when I usually do like a longer vlogs and explore more, because I have a little bit more time to do it proper and just go and see what else is out here. You know, it's really cool. That's what we're looking at, guys. That's what we're looking at. I want to see what's down there. Let's go and have a look at. Let's have a look at what's down here. We'll carry on. If there's nothing exciting to see, we'll go back where we came from and carry on that way. But since the city is so massive, you can't actually explore everything, you know. But I can see another interesting laneway. But it looks like it's closed, so we might not be able to go in there. But it looks very, very interesting right there. You know, very interesting. Right there. You know, we're definitely going to have a look. That's us, you know. If we see it, and if we can see it and we can film it, we would explore it. So this is what I was talking about. So it's really like a nice, expensive looking shops. Jewelry, obviously all the jewelry's been taken off. But look at that ceiling, mate. Very cool. You know? So watch shop. Very cool. So that's what's in here. So let's have a look-see. That was a good look-see. Let's see what else is here. This place is full of surprises. I like it. Like it. You know, all of these. You know, this is another cool place to come out, but it looks like it's already closed, so we can't go in there. Next time on our next vlog, when we come in the city, we'll go in there. We'll definitely explore that. So it's late in the evening, but you know, there's still people moving around, doing their thing. I would love to go down there. We'll see. We'll find a way. But I think there's some really cool and interesting things down there that I can see from a distance. That run me over, guy. So as you can see, there's really an interesting laneway down there. So these are closed, you know, no access. But I want to see what's down there. So we are going to find how to get into it, or get there, should I say, and have a look-see, you know, and have a look-see. So I wanted to see what's down here. It looks interesting, you know, some nice restaurants and all of that stuff, you know, so let's have a look, you know. There's a lot of little restaurants, very cool. I like this European style restaurants. You know, it's like when you go to Europe, places like, you know, you see it most of the time in places like Italy and Greece. They have a lot of that culture over here, which is really a neat culture to have. So that's really cool. All the restaurants just being in the middle. Yep, definitely. Definitely a Greek style restaurant out here. Very nice. Very, very nice. I like it. Yeah. This is what we found, guys. How cool is that? It's not super busy, but it looks very nice. I like it. Tell me what you think of that place, you know? If you've been here and how much of this place you know. As you know, I just tend to explore places. You know, I don't know where I'm going most of the times. I just want us to just go and see these places together, you know. Just more restaurants, you know, really cool. And we are just coming out right there. It's Flinders Street Station. Flinders Street Station, right there. Very good. So yeah, that's Flinders, right there. It's a big central hub. So this is what we're looking at here, guys. That's what we're looking at. So that was really cool. I like it. So exploring that little alleyway there, you know, it really makes a good good addition to our vlog. But what we're going to try and do is we just want to capture some really nice images in front of Flinders for you guys to have a good look at. So I try and capture it in different format and all of that stuff, and it will make a nice cinematic to our vlog. We like to make it a little bit more interesting, you know, some slow-mo, time-lapse and all of that stuff. We like doing that stuff. So let's go. That was that. So we carry on exploring, doing our thing, and get out of the tram's way. They're doing their thing, you know. Very naughty, but that's what has to happen. Right in Flinders. So this is what we're looking at, guys, in front of Flinders. So when we come out here on New Year's Eve, we couldn't really film much down here because it was too dark and very quiet as well. But this is what it looks like inside, per se. Just have this like nice Victorian style building. So that's Flinders Street for you. Station, very central. You can just about get to anywhere from here. Just about. So when we're going home, we'll be catching a train from there. So we get to see what it really looks like downstairs as well. What you got over there is Federation Square. Yeah? And when we came out here, it was also super busy. And it has its own thing going on. We're just gonna go over that way. You know, sometimes you just come in here like there's just some random concert out of nowhere happening. So you get to sit here and enjoy all of that for free. Really cool. So yeah, that's really cool. So if you haven't been to Melbourne before, my goal is to take us right up there on that building, that really tall building up there with the gold tip. So it's called Skydeck. So we will go up there and explore that. But this is what we're looking at here. Down there as well. But also all those scenic boat trips that you can take to see the place on a boat. So they basically dock here and you pretty much just get on one of these and you can go and explore the city on a boat. You know, really cool. That was really cool. So this is what we're looking at from this side. So on New Year's Eve we wanted to come and film this, but we couldn't. They wouldn't let us because all of this was locked up, no access. So we are gonna go and walk along there and try and get to that big building up there, you know, right up there. So we're gonna explore that. Absolutely amazing. And this place also looked really nice during the night. We're gonna go down that way and see how we can get to our destination and also soak in all those views down there. It looks amazing down there, I tell you. You're gonna love this. So this is what we're looking at. Absolutely beautiful. So over there, where the stadium is, right over there, that's where Richmond is. Richmond is down there. So if you keep going that way, you end up in Richmond. So that's where our last video was made. And if you haven't seen it yet, I will link it and I'll put the link in the description. You can go and check it out and support your boy. And if you like the video, because I actually managed to go into the Australian Open and I didn't film a whole game, but I managed to capture the world #1 doing her thing during the training at the court. And the funny thing is, I didn't even know that was the world #1 doing her thing. So I was just lucky that I captured it just randomly. But this is what we're looking at right here. More touristy thing. And this tower here is absolutely beautiful at night. It's got neons all over it, you know, and it's so beautiful. But very popular place. People like to just come out here, relax, and enjoy all of that. So we'll see what we can get of it, and then we'll keep moving along. Keep moving along. So yeah, this is what it looks like during the day. I will see if I can find anything of it during the night, and I'll show you what that looks like. Very cool. Some more sculptures. Very cool. So I think that was good. We can just try and go and see what else we can find. As you can see today, I'm not wearing my dark glasses because I didn't have to. So the sun's out, but it's not that bad. So these ones do just fine with the light and all of that stuff. So we're good today. You know, we're absolutely good. What a moron. What is he doing? You know, just guy pointing a thing at himself and just yapping away. But hey, we're here to explore. We're not here to like piss people off or just be rude for whatever reason. So that's not us. So let's just have a look-see. I've seen an image of this place from here, and it's just pointing at the bridge and everything. A really nice clip. I'll pull it up and show you what it looks like. And in time lapse, it's really a nice clip. And I added it onto one of my reels, should I say, YouTube short that I just did. So it was on there. But this is what we're looking at from this end. You know, it's a nice viewing point. Very nice viewing point. Very cool. But this is what's on that side. All right. So we try and get downstairs. We try and get downstairs and explore there. So we make it downstairs. A lot of restaurants up here as well. Very cool restaurants. So I just film from this angle and bars, and that way you guys can see what we're looking at. I'll probably try and come a little bit close. The only thing is because they're usually playing really loud music, and we don't want to get a copyright for that. But this is what we're looking at. Really cool, you know. Sit here, enjoy yourself, relax. You know, nice views. That's Melbourne for you. And that place is absolutely amazing, you know, absolutely amazing. You know, it's almost like it's floating on the Yarra, which it is floating on the Yarra. If you come out here at night, this place is absolutely beautiful. You know, you will love it. We are gonna go on these boats one day and do a vlog around that. But for today, we're just gonna explore like this. How is that for a view, guys? You know, you can't say I didn't bring you somewhere nice, or you know, and give you some good views, because man puts in a lot of work for these videos. And I know, since my channel is still new, you know, sometimes people just look at a profile of a channel, and without even watching the videos, they already dismiss you because you only probably got like about 100 views or 200 views, and they don't want to watch the video. And that kind of really, I'm not sure how you're supposed to grow if that's how people think everything should be. Unless they see 1 million or, you know, thousands of views, they're not going to watch you. Unfortunately, I'm just a blog. I don't have big nookers to show you. But I can certainly show you some amazing views that you can enjoy. And that's a promise, you know, we're definitely going to do that. And there's this bar down here. It's an absolutely lovely little bar. It's almost like a hidden spot under the bridge, right there. You know, right there. Really cool little bar. Very cool little bar. It's so hidden. So hidden. So we want to go up here. This is where we want to go, right up there, and have a soak in those views like never before. But first, let's just walk along here, and we want to capture the city when it's getting, you know, when all the lights coming off and it's nice view. We want to capture that. So let's just explore here for a little bit, and then we can go up there and have a look-see. You know, there's still more to see down here, and I want you guys to experience that before we go up there, you know, and see all of it from the tallest building in Melbourne, right there. It has been for a long time, but there's another building that's just been built next to it. But we're just gonna go over this way a little bit and just explore that, and then after we'll come back and go and have a look-see up there. You know? I know there's a door charge for it, just like the Australian Open. But I'm sure they're not gonna tell us we can't film. I hate the flies during the summer. Absolutely hate the flies during the summer. You know, absolutely annoying. See, really nice restaurants, bars, should I call them? But you know, they do food as well. So, and there's another really cool place down here. You can come in and get a drink, hang out and relax, and enjoy your evening and watch the boat go by. So in this case, instead of just people watching, in this case you'll be boat watching, you know, watching boats go by, you know. But this is what's on this side here. Really cool, nice bars. Today is one of my favorite days, you know, especially for a specific reason. It's the day I get to come out and do something that I really enjoy doing. You know, I get to film all of that stuff and share it with you guys. And the whole process of just the whole filming side of it, I really love it. So this is what we're looking at, guys. Absolutely cool. So it's my favorite day. I get to do this. And also all the putting it together. I also like how they install all these safety bollards, so that cars can't actually drive through here. You know, since that incident we had here, they make it a lot safer. And even on the road over there, they made it really, really safe. So that's what's on this side here. Very cool. And that's just Crown over there, you know. Crown just right there, where we have been there before. But let's check this bridge out. That is what's up here.
Can you record me?
Yes, of course I can. Come back, come. I was gonna record him in slow motion because it's really good when you can get these kids. They're really good like that. But wow, but he's gone off, so I couldn't get him in slow motion. The surprise was today we're actually going to go up there and view the city from up there, so Skydeck. So I think we need to go over there. That's where it is. I can already see the sign. So that's where we're going to go. You know, the Melbourne Skydeck. You know, they even have like a thing that extends out. But I think for me that would be a little bit too much. I'll probably shit my pants if I was to do that. You know, it would be too much. But let's see what's in here. That's it. Now we got all of that, so we're good. Let's go in there. Wonderful. Hello. Hi, how you going? I'm not too bad, thank you.
How can I help you today?
I come to soak in the views.
Oh, okay.
And soak in the views with my audience. I promise I was gonna
Set
come.
up there, microphone
Aye?
and everything.
Yeah, it all set up. Everything is set up. You know, we're not playing.
Apparently not. Would you like a general admission ticket? Or would you
I
like
just
another
want to have like a 360 view.
basic
Yeah.
view only.
If I wanted the general, probably I'll shit my pants if I have to do like that.
Okay, there's a different one that's not not involving heights.
Okay. Yeah, I won't be able to film that part of it because they need to see what I'm seeing. Otherwise, I can't film it.
So that will be $39.60 for general admission.
All right, thank you. We're good.
Can I grab your postcode or the country you're
I'm from Melbourne here. My postcode. All right.
as well?
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Great stuff. So that's us. We got our tickets.
Yeah, that's your ticket. I'll scan it after this.
Yeah, and that was for $40 all up. So that's $40. So we go and check the views and see what's up there. That's what we're looking at, and this is what we come here for. It's almost like a museum of its own. There you go. How cool is that? And they got like a 3D experience as well, just like what you got like at the Empire State Building. You know, you sit there and you sort of like have this 3D experience, but this is a little bit more advanced than what they had at the Empire State Building. So this is a lot more modern. So you get like a 3D glasses, and as you can see, they actually rotate with you as if you were just in a helicopter, having that experience. You know? And you get to see the city from, you know, as if you're like in a helicopter. Really cool. So we're just gonna wait here and go and see what's up there. Really cool. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, thank you. You know, so we're good to go. Thank you.
You'll be up in 38 seconds.
In 30 seconds, okay.
Yeah.
Cool, thank you. Thank you.
See ya.
Have a good one.
You too.
Alrighty, I'll be up in 38 seconds. Where are you from?
Colombia.
Colombia. Oh, nice. I haven't met a Colombian. Oh, actually, I do. Jose, one guy only. I haven't met a woman from Colombia.
Yeah.
Oh, and how long you been in Melbourne?
1 year.
1 year, and you like it?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Where are you from?
I'm from Gambia, West Africa,
Ah.
but I live here in Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Yeah, this is home.
How
But
long have you been here?
I've been here 14 years. Yeah, 14 years I've been here. And what's your name?
Angelica.
Angelica, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, and I hope you enjoy your stay in Melbourne.
Thank you.
I just vlog, I do a film around Melbourne. I share the experience.
Come on, I've just
Thank
making
you.
my tours.
Thank you. All right, you have a good one.
Thank you.
So, we made it. How is that for some lovely lady? But this is what we come here for, people. This is why we're here.
I'm pretty sure like it's
This is Melbourne, like you have never seen it before. You know? Absolutely cool. Very cool. Very cool. So let's see whether we can see anything from there. Looking through there. Can you see anything? Yeah, really cool. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. How is that for view, guys? How is that for view? So we were down there earlier on that bridge there. So there's Federation Square, just down there. Right there, that's Federation Square. And that's Flinders Street Station, just down at the bottom. But that's Melbourne for you guys. You get to get these views. So this is what's happening here. And they also got like really nice restaurant up here that you can enjoy a meal. Man, this is too close, absolutely too close. I'm already getting all skitty here and nervous. Great views. I mean, guys, this is a good place to come out on a date. You know, come here, buy some food. You know, it doesn't have to be anything extravagant. You know, you can buy a drink and just sit here and enjoy that. And I think we were just going to do that as well. So we're gonna chill out here for a little bit when the sun goes down, and we get to see all of that as well, you know. We didn't come just to zip in and zip out. We come in to soak in the views, and we're gonna get it now and also later when it's really awesome, right? I thought I'd get myself a drink and some food while we wait for the sun to go down and enjoy that.
Tomato sauce.
Yes, please. So this is what we're getting. A sausage roll right here. Looks good. I have to come back for that. And a bit of tomato sauce, one drink, and my water. And that's basically all cost me like $20. So it's pretty expensive up here, for things like this. So if you're coming in here, you want to make sure that you're all good. So I'll try and eat that. Thank you. Let's enjoy this food. It's very good. Oh. Very beautiful. So it's really cool. So the darker it gets, the more brighter those lights get. That's us, guys. We're gonna start heading over to Flinders, and we'll see what else is up there. That was one cool experience, and I certainly hope you guys enjoyed it. And I would say that was money well spent, but we're not buying anything. So it's leading us through the shop to try and get some souvenirs. But you get the gist of it. They got like a whole bunch of stuff that they're selling in here to do with the establishment. Jackets, hats. They got all of that stuff going. Very cool. Puzzles and all of that. We're not trapped. And guess what? It's raining outside. Bloody rains here. So, and I don't think our little guy is waterproof, but it's certainly raining. And we'll see what we can get away with, whether we'll keep filming or it's gonna die on us. But I'm definitely gonna keep filming and capture as much as we can. Here earlier, as you can see, it just looked, slightly different at night, but it's really nice, very nice. And we did come through here earlier as well, but you can see the feel of it once it's a little bit dark. Once it's dark, this place is always like, especially in the weekends, really cool, really cool. Just people hanging out and enjoying their life and doing their own thing. But you get the gist of it pretty much. That's what that looks like at night. So you get to see what it looks like during the evening or in the evening, but you also get to see what it looks like at night. So we head different way to Flinders, and that way we can try to get home. Very nice. But according to some of you guys, that you actually do like these videos because you don't want them to end because of all the exploration we're doing. So I try and make it as fun as possible, but I think today we really did absolutely fantastic. So we just keep going and explore. We're right down here at the middle of the bridge, but this is where we were, right up here on that building. I can't zoom because I'm filming in low light, so but that's where we were, right up there. And look at that, guys. How beautiful is that at this time of the night? Absolutely beautiful. Check this bridge out. You know, very nice. Very cool, very, very cool. If you don't love Melbourne, I don't know what's wrong with you, mate. There's gotta be something wrong with you. I've got people telling me, oh, Melbourne this, Melbourne that. Honestly, in my opinion, you're it. You know, you're absolutely it. You know, you haven't been anywhere. You'll probably lived here all your life, and you can't even tell the difference what's shit and what's not. I've been around the world. I lived in 5 countries, so man knows what man's talking about, you know. And I've at least traveled other countries that I had those experiences to actually say that this place is one of the best you're gonna find out there, you know. I would say apples for apples. We're not gonna compare it with somewhere like Dubai, per se, you know. They've got big budgets to spend on their city. But the city here, as far as I'm concerned, is absolutely beautiful. You know, you gotta love it. So that's the views, guys. Very nice. So yeah, on New Year's Eve, I was hoping I could come down here and film, but I wasn't able to do that because of the cops wouldn't let me come down here. Everything was one way and one way only, and you could not go around those over on the bridge. You know, over on the bridge there, they would not allow you to go on the bridge. But you know, today we came in early, and there's nothing that's going on here that's gonna stop us from filming. So that's us, guys. I think we did a good job. So let's hit the station and then head home and start working on this. I really love what we got today, to be quite honest. Every time we do a video, I really don't know what to expect, how the video is going to turn out. But once we get out here and start filming, the opportunities just present themselves to us. So that's what we do. Absolutely cool. Absolutely beautiful. It's always cool when people are observing you, like really paying attention to what you're doing. Really cool. All right, let's find our ticket and make sure we tap on. We want platform 6, Pakenham East. So there's train in platform 6. So there's a train in 6 minutes. So we go and wait for that. My glasses got a bit of rain on them. I know it looks a little bit dorky, but I have to wear these glasses in order to not get tired eyes while I'm trying to film. You might think I'm actually on something, which I'm not. It's just that my eyes can't handle the lights. So this is us, you know, this platform here. So we've got a train in 6 minutes. So let's go and see what's down there. So yeah, that's Flinders, guys. That's Flinders Station, you know. It's a bit quiet at the moment, but that's what it looks like from the inside. So we're gonna take the stairs. That way we can see how many calories we burned up today with all that walking, because we like to keep that on the go as well. That way we know exactly how much effort we're putting into these videos, and hopefully you guys can get to appreciate that, you know. So this is what the feel is right here. So you will notice these trains are a little bit different. You know, these ones are actually like, you know, they call them the V lines right here. That is if you're not from Melbourne. So they call them the V lines in other cities like Geelong and all these other places. So yeah, they go outside Victoria mainly. And yeah, so they call them the V lines, certainly. But we are not gonna need one of these. We live a little bit further away. We could use a train that could get us there fast, but we're not gonna get that. Very, very nice. Always exploring. This is something very, very new over here that they've installed. So I can hear the train coming, but we'll try and have a look. So this is very new. So they installed these lifters. I've seen it on the news maybe about 2 days ago. It's actually just been opened. So it's very, very new. So we go back to platform 6 and we'll try it ourselves. That is, if it's gonna let us. Yes, it is gonna let us. So it's only just been opened not so long ago. Like I said, I saw it on the news 2 days ago. So here we are. We're gonna ride it ourselves and not have the experience. That's cool. Hey, look at that. We're back on the platform. Just like that. That's very neat. Very, very cool. Guys, I hope you liked the video, and if you do, don't forget to give it a like, and I will certainly see you on the next one. And thank you for watching. Bye.